so good in here.
I know, it's wonderful.
Yeah, no, we're gonna suffer.
We're all about suffering.
Too many changes to this room. Not enough time to speak about it. But hi, everybody. Welcome to our 5th edition campaign. This is Divide and Conquer Sacred World. It is a 5e campaign using the Pathfinder Interseas world with the Greyhawk Pantheon, using a little bit of Tal'Dor, using a little bit of Ravnica, and then whatever else I can think of at that moment in time to steal from other artists. Hi.
Hey. How you doing?
Hi. That's too much.
I am well prepared for tonight.
Yeah, I see all those guys. We're just gonna load up that intro real fast and get right to it.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna go to South by. Come.
South by Southwest.
Yeah, come see
March
us.
16th. March 16th.
Yeah, March
Where we're
16th to
going.
March 16th.
March 17th we'll be having hangovers and dying, but you know.
That's how it works.
That's the time that you will be bringing us coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring us much coffee. All right. Alright, and cool. So, last time on the DBZ.
Last time.
Last time on DNC. So, the party started out at midnight in the middle of a brawl for you guys. Completely devastated that the Goliath Stormbreaker. Got a lot of pay for that fight since everyone left didn't get the coin. It's more or less yeah. Ariell had a interesting conversation with an old friend. Some slightly grim foretelling for his character, but an item was given to help with that. As you guys finish unpetrifying Junior's arm,
Yay.
the Minotaur that you guys found in that cave many sessions ago, you bought some magic items, hung out with T the Wise, gave a huge 200 gold discount on a magic item for reasons that involve testicles.
I'm reasons.
He has testicles. After that, you guys bought another cart with enough food for the trip, since the tusk that you found on the Goliath resembles one for your tribe.
Yes.
You have a pathway on where to go, what the next city is, which coincidentally was a city that Ariell was invited to at the beginning of the game, after finding whatever that book was. As you guys were about to leave, all the water in the city started moving towards the upward parts. And quick decision, the cart was moved, your Clydesdale shifted and went up. Couscous the Clydesdale shifted and went to the main fountain in one of the biggest parks in the city. As you guys saw the green, you know her, the green hag lady. Auntie Hag, starting to use up all the sand that was stolen that previous week, and use it as a ritual to summon this very huge water elemental. And that's where we're going to start the game.
Oh boy.
I will say that it's gonna suck.
What would you say? A very small elemental?
No.
Very
Yeah,
small.
it's like, this big.
No, no.
It's a drop.
It is
a droplet of elemental.
A huge elemental.
Oh my
Hold the phone.
Can I borrow Wes's actual miniature?
Yes, please. Here you go.
Okay.
Here he's here.
All
Put me
right.
back in the roof.
You are in the car. Ariell's technically driving right now.
Ooh, that's a nice map.
It's a very nice map. Thank you. I took a lot of time drawing it. So I'm trying to get the best angle here for this. Okay, so as
Oh, okay, look, she back.
oh yeah, yeah. I just ran the minis to represent that there's a town. As the witch is cackling and throwing the powders into it, the water monster starts rising up, and it looks the bottom portion of the fountain looks like it's using up all the water that's being risen up. And there's pools of water throughout the park that weren't completely taken. But it starts running these gigantic tentacle arms wrapping all the way around. It has about 6 or so. It has a vague humanoid face and no legs. As the hag finishes doing that, jumps down from the well. I will be, as the merciful dungeon master that I am,
Merciful.
give you 1 bonus action or movement if you so wish before we roll initiative. If you decide to do anything.
Yes. I'm going to
Thank you,
tell
Mike.
everyone
Thank you, Mike.
to get off. I'm taking the cart and the children somewhere safe.
So, alright. Roll me a perception as well.
Everybody?
Just Ariell.
9.
9.
Oh,
From
9,
what
man.
you can see so far, the only exit would be going back or going all the way around to the side. And at the moment, you guys are at the upper part of the inner ring of the city. It'll take you a little bit to get out, but you can.
If I think I can do it safely, then yes,
Okay.
I will do it.
In a couple of seconds, the town will start scattering. But yes, you will in a second. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything? As
For all these.
it's starting to rise, and water's also starting to trickle down
Okay.
everywhere.
So all the buildings in this district. Is there a chance that one of them is a bakery?
What?
Weird question.
That is weird, but
I
it's
said
going on.
70 up, yes, and that's a 77. I'll say that this is a small bakery shop that you can see.
Huh.
Are you going to try to soak it up with bread?
He has a
I was going to ask them for all of their flour.
It's gonna,
There is a barrel of flour amongst the things that you have purchased in the cart. Sure.
Okay. I'm going to grab that barrel. That's my action.
Barrel
Oh, God.
of flour. Just to get rid of. Oh, here's an actual barrel.
Yay.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, that one's broken now. As Wes is moving over to grab the barrel of flour.
It's a great idea.
Do you want me to go ask the bakery if they have more flour
Ariell, what do you want?
for reasons?
As
I'll jump
you
over.
shake into a giant
Toad.
All right. I can see why. Good job. Good choice. As you see your Loxodon
what?
compatriot change
A
into
giant toad breathes
Oh.
air and water.
Me too. Oh.
a huge toad. With scales all around
Big
and
old
has huge
toad,
red eyes and
and I can
webbing
do
feet.
this.
Oh, I see how it is.
Bonus action or movement?
I'll go to the bakery
Hey,
and
you
ask
say
them
you
for
could.
flour for reasons. If you don't want to die, give me all your
There's
flour.
a lady that's looking out with a huge elemental. Yeah, take whatever you need. That's all she says.
Yeah, I'll take as much as I can carry.
You can grab 1 sack of flour by this time. Moving and talking. Okay, so with that said and done, I need initiative rolls. Cause motherfuckers, we gonna fight.
Okay, me first then. Let's just immediately put Cow in there.
We'll see if Cow goes first. You
What?
get a 20? Is that a natural 20? Oh shit!
Hey, you want the plus
Good
9?
shit. Good shit.
Hey man, that's how that shit rolls.
What'd you
Sorry.
get? Oh.
Okay.
Do you want my plus 9?
Oh damn. Okay. Oh god, they're rolling pretty bad.
Yeah, what's that plus net?
Plus 9.
I have a
so
plus 9.
29.
I was like, hey, I'll put it over there.
Yeah.
Gross.
I'll sprinkle it on my friend.
I think yours is okay. Yeah.
What'd you
so
get?
29, right? I have Cal already pretty written up here.
I told you, I'm gonna just write my name
Yeah.
on top.
20 plus. No, that's 20 or higher. Okay, 15 up.
Me.
What you get?
17.
17.
I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do because now I'm a toad.
I actually don't know what to do. I'm the first one to.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go over there.
You won't get 10
Grab
up?
some more flour. Wait, what? So is Oria then?
So, Cal, Oria, 10 and up? No? Okay.
Wait, whoa, I'm 10. Oh, sorry.
What'd you get?
10.
10 exactly? Okay.
Exactly 10.
So, then before... So, it's Cal, Oria, Hag,
Oh, the hell.
Bitch.
Elemental, West. What'd you get?
17.
Oh, okay. So you didn't... Between you two, which one was
You
the
have
first?
you have a higher dex than me. Mine's a flat 17.
You can choose. It's up to y'all. There is that, like, we can't... The higher dex goes first. But I give you the option to choose if you wish to.
Will I already, by the first round of combat, will I already be out of the way of the cart?
You will start moving the cart.
I have to go right next to it,
You are on the cart right now.
but I'll have to move up next, right next to the
Are you
elemental.
driving? You're driving,
He's
right?
driving.
Wait, what do you mean?
But I'll have to move right next to the elemental and gauge range.
Or unless you go back?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, so Cal, then Ariell, then Oria, Hag, Elemental, West at the end. Okay, bitches.
Okay.
Okay. Cal, what do you do? As you hear the bubbles start dispersing, water starts overflowing throughout the
Hey,
well in the
can
middle.
I shoot that javelin with my bow?
You shoot the javelin?
That
with
lightning javelin?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, I have right now I have a flower.
You do have a flower.
A flower.
You have like a
Sack?
5-pound bag of flour.
5 pounds.
Yeah.
I can't do that. 5 here. Well, I guess yeah. You're the DM. I have 5 pounds.
What are you doing, girl?
Well, I guess because of that, I'll just grab some more flour as much as I can carry.
You're using continue to grab flour?
Yeah.
Roll me an acrobatics check. See how much you can grab. Should be athletics, but I'm giving you the acrobatics for the.
Wow! It's a good thing I have 16.
16? I say in total you can grab 2 in each arm, so 4 bags of flour.
4 bags sold, so that's 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what about my movement?
You can.
I can go back to the cart.
You can go back to the cart if
Okay,
you so
yeah,
wish.
that's what I do. That's really what I'm gonna
You can
do.
put it in the back of the cart.
Well, I'm just gonna put it with West. Basically.
All right.
I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know what he is planning.
But there's
So,
flour.
there's the
being
flour.
presented towards you.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me that. Give me all that.
And can I do my cantrip?
Yes.
Wait,
you
no.
can.
But
Yeah. Action to.
what about
grab a load.
what about vision? Because there's because I'm behind now.
You can see partially through the cart because it doesn't have that one doesn't have a top, and this thing is huge.
Mhm.
You can see.
Wait, what? Are you trying to whisper me?
Oh no, I wasn't trying to whisper you. I was just saying, peek around the cart.
Well, I will do the poison
Okay.
spray.
Poison
Hopefully
spray
that
on it?
does something. Wait,
Okay.
no, I can't reach him with poison spray.
Oh, he's too far.
Yeah, it's 10 feet
Oh,
my range.
yeah. Then yeah,
so
you cannot
acid
reach him.
splash. It's 60. I can reach him.
60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can reach.
Okay, well, I'll see splash.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's
roll it hit.
Dex.
Oh, dex save. So that is a 18.
No. Wait. The spell save, right? Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so it takes no damage or half.
It does not take.
So as you throw up your splashy acid, and it looks like it hits the tentacle and then just absorbs into the water. It looks like it's filtering it, and it just dissipates in the body.
Well, that's a lot scarier.
Certainly something.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay, Ariell.
I'm backing up out of here.
Okay. Are you two physically on the cart or just grabbing and loading?
We're on the side. We're on the side.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, well, and-
So roll me a handle animal check.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's not
must be a good boy.
bad.
He's a good boy. He's well trained, but
18.
how do you? Okay, so his. That's one of the things we gotta do. Print out the stats for the warhorse. So I believe his speed is 40.
I think I
With
may have it.
the pull of that cart, it would be at his. No one's in there except for the baby's flower.
Speed 60.
60. Okay, I'll say that with the load that he has, he should be able to carry that. Someone out there's gonna be like, no, but he can move 60 feet if you so wish.
Yes, I so wish.
All right, so you're moving 60 feet back,
Yes.
out of the way.
Yes.
Okay. For the sake of we don't have enough room on the map.
I'll be back later.
We're
Gone. Boom.
okay. So, yeah, as he starts moving backwards 60 feet, turns around, and then you see him start going downward.
Okay.
All right, that is a move. Anything else before we move on?
Yes, actually. As I'm backing out, I will cast Bless on
Thank you.
these 3 people.
Thank you, God.
Okay.
who
Is there
are
a specific
going-
range or no?
Nope.
All right.
I don't believe so. 30 feet, but
So if you move
I
away
can
from
cast
30
it. I don't know if it ends if I move out of range of them. It just says
Oh, then yeah.
Is
you
it
move
might
out
just
of-
be the casting range?
range, range 30 feet, duration up to 1 minute.
So if you move away from them, which you will by the end of this round, the spell will go away.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Well, then I don't cast it. Never mind. See you later.
If you can take those off, I would appreciate it. Oria, it's your turn.
I probably should not have turned into a giant turkey yet, but I can only move 20 feet.
No problem.
That's it. That's all I can do. Oh god.
Well, you can
Okay.
breathe.
You can still attack, move again, bonus action, which you can't talk in animal form.
The only actions that it can do is bite and swallow, and I'm not near anything.
Okay, you can move again if you want to.
Huh?
So it's Kirby.
All right. Very big, very elegant. Okay.
Wet slapping sound.
Yep. A lot of wet slaps. All right. The elemental's turn.
Where's the
No,
hats?
hat's turn.
Exactly.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Opens the door. I will say that Wes and Aria roll me a perception check.
Oh yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
blocked.
Natural 20.
Oh, you
Hold
see
on
it.
here.
There's so many papers.
I know. 16.
16. Trying to get the best angle for all this. Alright, that's fine. 16. No, you do not see it. So as soon as she opens the door and goes inside, God, 20.
You see
Slightly,
everything.
yeah, slightly more description. The door is open, and before she actually physically goes inside, she looks around, and it gives you just that 1 second enough time to look into that door. And what you see inside is a looks like a kitchen table, like the first thing you open into. And on the table is some like brass stuff and some cups and candles. And as soon as she grabs the door to go inside, you see Thomas step to the side, like right at the door, looking very concerned outwards as she steps inside and closes the door.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
So they're in the house.
Alright, abandoning original plan. Okay.
So, that's what she does, and that's what she does. Elemental's turn.
No, it's my turn. And then is it?
West.
Elemental then West.
Oh. You
What's
wrote
on-
it
Oh,
wrong.
I wrote it wrong. Okay, I thought it was. I thought you said
Oh.
elemental. Was.
Because you got a 10, right? Yeah. He got a 12. Okay. Sorry. So, he's going to... Yours physically plus is 1. What is your speed? It's what, 1 feet? Oh, this guy's speed.
Warp.
Can't move.
Nope, 30.
0.
Oh, my God.
10 feet away. Cannot hit you. Okay, so he moves up to 10 feet, right to where you are, and is going to try to do 2 slam attacks on the totem. Natural 1. Oh my god, confirmed with the 7, but if you tilt the 7 over, it's a 1.
Oh,
That almost
God.
hit himself. Alright, and then the other one would be 18 to hit.
It will hit.
Okay.
Wait, are you wearing armor as a toad?
No, unfortunately. But I think you get to choose either your armor or the toad.
I choose my AC.
That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the arms flows up and it hits you and just water splashes all around you, soaks itself back up and reaches into its arm. And yeah, at the end of your round, just in case I forget, you're going to start hearing bells start dinging and people are going to start running and fleeing. Wes, your turn. What do you do?
Okay.
Because I can.
What
do
is
this.
shortest
I don't know if your AC is better than that. But,
So these would be considered like buildings that I just, didn't
Yeah,
put
no,
stuff
I
on.
guess.
huh?
My AC is better than this.
Okay.
If it's mage armor, it's touch.
I'm just
So
gonna
you
do.
touch them.
I'm just gonna take a full dash towards the hag.
For tactics, I need to see where you're moving.
Okay. I'm trying to. I guess this is the easiest path I can take.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So there is no space between. He would get 1 A up on you then. Shit.
Alright.
What about that way?
It's longer, but it's up to us.
It's water. Just run through it.
I wish it was that
Not a
easy.
good idea.
I wish it was that easy.
Not a good idea.
There's a giant. Oh, there's also a giant. There you go. Light.
Oh.
Hopefully it's
that's-
a little bit cooler looking. A big clue on what it can do is inside the actual miniature itself. So.
Okay,
think about
so I guess I can take the long way because I don't want to.
It looks
Risk
actually
it.
really pretty cool on the stream.
30 is right here.
Oh, now I can see the squares.
So you're moving
That's
around here? Okay, so it's
Is
out
that-
of the
is that-
range.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's only 10 feet. So yeah, just outside of its range.
Okay, then nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna.
Dash it.
Yeah, another 30. Okay.
6 squares there.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sorry,
so
no.
you guys see West just dash, abandoning the flower that was carried previously and just haul
As
out.
I'm running, I'm just yelling to Cal, abandon the plan! New plan!
I was ready to go. Ha!
Alright, Cal, your turn.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna be attacking.
I want you to know I have contingency plans just in case someone bailed in the fight.
Oh no.
I don't think you're escaping combat. Shit gonna get real.
It looks cool on the stream,
Are you-
but I can't
No, yeah.
because of the flash, the light. I couldn't see the map.
Did it flash your
properly.
eyeballs?
No, it's not
Okay.
that. It's no, it's not that. It's
Okay.
it's just the light is bouncing from here, so
Oh,
it's shiny.
Okay.
Do I need to turn it off?
No,
It's not a sensory issue. It's
No,
just
if I stand,
shiny.
I can
Okay.
The
see
map
it
is
properly.
shiny.
So it's fine. Yeah, it's because
We're
it's.
very glad we're not using this one.
It's gonna be you watch.
Yes! Okay.
Trying to see where I can move.
The dog, it looks cool. So on the screen.
Good. Good.
Is my alert still active since
Alert
I didn't
is
attack
the-
or not yet?
No, alert's the.
It's just gonna be on the very first.
yeah, the very
round.
first round. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't gain that sneak attack.
No, if you would have attacked it on
Yeah.
the first round, you would have granted sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just gonna move somewhere a bit further down because I am gonna die. I think if he attacks me once, I'm gonna die. Right here, maybe right here, just right here.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Right. It's a good spot. Yeah.
You sure?
Just chill until the town guard gets here.
And hide.
I mean,
If they
Yeah.
show up,
if
That and hide.
maybe.
they can
You
decide
gonna
that
try to
they
hide?
don't.
Can I sneak attack?
Not.
Not
one's
on
5
that
feet.
range, right?
No, no
Yeah,
one's
not
5
on
feet
that
from
range.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to see.
Yeah. If the
How
total
close
was
he is.
5 feet from it, then yes, you can do a sneak attack, but not for right now.
I'll do a hide so I can try and sneak.
There is a 10th here, so roll me a hide, and let's see what your perception is.
Hide is what?
D20 plus your dexterity. Stealth.
Stealth.
Skills, none. Saving throws, none.
Wow.
It's just big in the water.
23.
9 plus nothing. And Wes disappeared, and you turn around to see Cal, and he's also gone. Ariell is gone,
Everyone's just abandoning you.
and there is
No,
a giant.
but I
water
can still
thing.
attack, right?
You moved, hit as a bonus. You can attack.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm gonna do, and then attack.
Okay. Roll me.
So that I can do that.
Yeah.
sneak.
Roll me with advantage.
Well, it's funny, Ariel, you can understand because he had the kids.
Ooh, I do
You just see
advantage.
these bolt around.
14.
14.
Even though I rolled with advantage.
That barely misses.
Oh!
Shoot the arrow. It hits the water and is
Keeps getting sucked in.
yeah. And you see that it starts going in, and inside like the center of it, like the acid that you threw in the water and the arrow are kind of spinning in the middle as it breaks. It looks like the center is just starting to spin.
Mhm.
Sorry. We're gonna sneak attack though. Okay. Catwent, Ariell, I need you to roll me. Well, at this moment, nothing's really happening. So just roll me a ride check or handle animal. 15. Alright, you're managing to get on by. You're going as fast as the horse can go. People are jumping out of the way to try to avoid you. Some even like curse at you because they're still not understanding what's happening as the bells are just beginning to ring. And you're just hauling ass as fast as you can. So you're still in this district.
Once I'm 60 feet from it, though.
Mm-hmm. Which you are at the beginning of the round.
Okay, good. Once I'm 60 feet, I'm casting Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
So it needs to pass a dex save.
What is the DC?
15.
15. Okay, so it got a total of 7.
Oh, cool.
So as you shoot your fire, it hits it. Does not affect it at all.
Not even radiant?
Radiant, I thought it was fire damage. Then
Nope,
radiant
it's
does-
radiant.
Okay,
Radiant.
yeah, that does damage.
yeah!
It's okay.
Woo!
Yep.
I was
Sorry.
like, damn, I'm gonna be completely useless in this
Oh,
fight.
we're so
It's
fucked.
immune to that.
No. Sorry, Flame. My bad.
Ha ha! That is 7 radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay. That is a start. Alright, cool.
Did our holy boy work?
Okay, as you have it in eyesight and hit it, you just cast your incantation, shoot your sun's ray as it hits, and you see part of the tentacles that were about to like grab a person that's running nearby disintegrates, and it did some good damage.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. You still have speech if you want to say anything.
Nope.
Okay. All right, sure. What do you want to do?
Am I technically engaged with it even though I didn't attack it?
You are 10 feet from it. Unless you're in front of it, you are not engaged. There we go. All right.
Oh, you might make it there before me.
Okay. So as you're running around. Okay.
Because I'm seeing that I'm after the hag at this point.
Okay. All right. Cool. Since you did hear West said abandoned plans, you start running towards the hag.
Just
All
let
right.
me haul ass.
Oh, they're inside the house, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
since no one's engaging it, has a mission. Okay. What you guys see that the water elemental do, as there should be guards close enough to it. So we're going to look for the guard minis. Oh, they're right here. As 3 guards start running up to this direction, and they all have their spears out. You see the elemental get larger, and then the that swirling vortex that was in the center starts shifting all the way down, and it looks like the bottom of it's almost like a tornado, just a whirlpool, a maelstrom, if you will. Its
We have
speed is now
helpers?
90 feet.
What?
And, yep.
Its speed is 90 feet now?
Yep.
Fuck.
Anything within 120 foot radius can obviously see it. Anything within which those guys are in that needs to make strength saving throws or be considered sucked in, which that's a natural 1, that's a 14, so that's a fail, and that's a 13, so that is also a fail. So you see it grabs all of them, they go into the center, and
It's a good thing you
with
left.
the minimal damage, if I only roll once, it kills all of them. As you see their backs break, and the spears break. One of them, the shield just starts cracking into it, and the metal starts breaking into, and it goes 90 feet down, destroying everything in its path.
Oh, fuck.
Everything in its path needs to make a 15 DC strength save, and if it's an object that is not teared to the ground, it gets destroyed. Or it also needs to make a save. So as you guys see the huge elemental just destroy 2 or 3 buildings, and these guys are gone inside of its stomach.
Great rice.
Ariell, you don't see it because it's not like it's a straight path. You have to go through curves and go around different areas. From your perspective, it looks like it's chasing you, and from the rules, anything within 120 feet can see it. As the water is continuously going down, and now the entire city is considered in layer effects. So,
In what?
a layer effect. As this is happening, the entire streets of everything that's considered city, as the water starts pouring down into the sewers, everything that has piping, anything that has water, the pipes start bursting. And the entire city is now in a slight fog. Yeah. Until the elemental's next round, all attacks on it have disadvantage. So,
Okay.
with that being said and done, Wes, it's your turn.
It is my turn.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Throw the flower.
Good job.
I have some kind of plan with that.
It was the powder.
It was a stupid one.
You guys do see that it went through the powder. There is a couple of like little pieces of water just completely flowered up. It's in there.
Now just little globby bits.
Yeah. So it did do
was
something.
going to work. No.
I will take one.
Running for the
damage.
house.
Okay. As
Did it
you
grab
go-
all the flour?
Yeah, it's all destroyed.
It's all destroyed.
Oh, so
We have no
so
flour
it
now.
did grab the flour.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
And parts of it congealed.
Congealed.
Congealed. So you open the door easy enough.
Yeah.
Inside this house, this there. I don't have my door. So
That's
What?
It's there.
okay.
Busting that door open.
Camera. Thank you. Oh, see, this is why I use you, because you're easy to move.
Yeah.
Okay, as this is happening, I am going to slightly turn this up a little bit more and lower the battle music for this interaction because you are doing something else. And technically, you're not really being engaged with it, but we're going to continue our initiative as is if and when you meet the elemental again. Okay. So, as you open the door, west, and it's not going to be quiet, so I'll say that you can also hear enhanced ears from a toad. You can hear it.
Okay.
Toad senses.
Toad senses.
My toad senses are
as-
tingling.
Cal, the huge, actually, technically, I would have needed you to make a save, but I didn't ask. The round's already over. So you just felt like one of the arms almost grabbed you. You quickly, Evelyn just jumped out of the way, and it was a strong pull as you landed on all fours. But to you, it also looks like it's heading towards where Ariell is. So, as a conversation, okay, so you hear the answer like, it's your turn to be part of the bargain. That's what you hear as the door opens, and then you see Thomas. Will they be okay? Will they be? And when the door opens, you see the hag goes into his chest, and then pools of blood just starts pouring down her hand. This thick crimson stains all of his clothes. Her entire greenish hand in white clothing is now drenched and red. She pulls out his heart as you open the door. He immediately collapses. And in the table that's in here, you see a small little copper bowl with a whole bunch of papers inside, 2 candles next to it, and a chalice behind it. Everything looks shiny, everything looks gold to you. Yeah. Rolling perception check only you, since it is your turn.
20.
20. Oh god, scared. Okay. Was it an natural 20 or just you got 20?
No, it was an 18 then.
Okay. All right. So you do see that the candles, candles emanate smoke.
Yeah.
It has like a slight barrier around the ingredients. Whatever these are. There's also a little tart and with a weird like star in the middle. What do you do?
Seeing this bitch
As she
pull his
smiles
heart out,
with her dirty stained teeth.
I am immediately going to do a rage.
Okay.
And I'm moving to attack her.
Okay. That is 5 feet and you can reach her.
7.
7 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, as you swing over, you see that she quickly dives down, and it almost looks like a cat that her claws extended, and she just embraces for combat as she has the heart kind of protected, and her claws out. Technically, yeah. I'll let her use her reaction, and you see that she just drops her heart into a brown, dirty bag. Looks very mundane, very tiny, but kind of like the heart goes in. Very similar to like the bag of holding and the bag of devouring that you guys have encountered. But it looks like she just dropped it into a bag that was already pre-opened. It kind of just sucked in. All right. Attack bonus, move. Anything else you want to do? Want to speak or say anything?
The second my mallet connects with the wall and she ducks and all that, just call it off.
Since she already used... And then she just shakes her head no. Alright, Cap.
I'm scared.
Oh boy, they almost got you.
I have something that I was actually been thinking.
And then Ariel, you're on
To
deck.
see if
As
I can
you moved 120 feet,
confuse him.
about 40 feet this way, you see a giant freaking elemental coming at you.
So it is coming after me.
From your perspective, that's exactly what it's doing. It's going through houses and buildings and destroying them to approach you. What do you do, Cal?
We're gonna go run.
Run where?
This way. 5, 10, 1, 2, 3.
Are you trying to get here?
In a way, yeah. There's my friends are over there. I'm scared. I'm by myself right now.
He's swishy.
So what's your intention? Because you kind of just went in a slight circle.
Oh, because I was just looking at the terrain, like how
Okay.
it is. That's why I was kind
Yeah,
of
okay,
trying to go.
gotcha.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to go that way, kind of.
You want to move again? There's a bonus?
Oh, that's my 30? I thought I
Yep.
guess I counted wrong.
Yeah, for your 30, yeah, it'll be here.
Okay, well,
You have a bonus, and then you can use your movement to dash if you like. Theoretically, you can move 3 times in one round.
yeah, move me more
Okay.
that way.
6. If you choose to move again, you can be in here. Like, just actually one at the front door plus one more step. If you want to use your action to move.
Because I have dash too.
Yeah, so you move, use your bonus to dash,
Okay.
and you can use your action to also move. But that's literally all you can do, just running. If that's what you want to do.
And you said if I attack it, well, if I attack it, it might go that way.
I mean, you can see it. According to this, anything with 120 feet can see it. So you can see it. Your bow can shoot that far. You
Yeah,
want to
no.
shoot the elemental.
I can reach 150 to 500.
Yeah, so you can reach it.
I'm kind of scared to attack it too.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
I am close enough. I'll attack it.
Alright, roll me into hit.
Let's see what happens. Oh, well, it's not gonna go move my way because the master's over there. My thinking, wow, no, it doesn't hit.
Did you roll?
3.
Oh god.
As you have a good shot,
You go that
hit,
way.
and then it just hits a building right before it could hit it.
I'm scared.
He's so full of nerves.
Oh, wait, no, I have disadvantage. It's still be 3.
Oh,
Still is.
yeah, it would have been, yeah, but still. Okay.
It's kind of shitty.
Alright. You can still speak if you would like to. And if not, then
No,
Ariel's your turn.
I'm not gonna get.
Okay.
I'm gonna get
Alright.
any more aggro with it.
What is your intention? You're just fleeing?
I want to get away from it, yeah.
So, in the city or out of the city? Trying to leave.
If I can get out of the city, then.
Okay, cool. Then I need you to do a... I'm going to roll this horse's strength, and I need you to roll me a right check. Right, what's that? Good thing that horse has a lot of strength.
What is that off of?
It is a handle animal.
Good, that's 19.
19. So as you're going, it is hauling ass as fast as it can. People are barely evading it. You see that one person did get hit, but no real damage. As you technically are moving 80 feet this whole round, if that's all you're doing. As Couscous is hauling ass as far as it can. You see the edge of that part of the district going into the next district. So if you need to go through 4 different districts to get out of here.
Okay.
But you're almost at the end of it. And you see guards trying to, they don't know what's happening, but they're seeing you, seeing that gigantic thing and then starting to run that way. You see a couple of them drop their spears and run the other direction as the entire town is now in chaos, fleeing or shutting down their doors. You hear people locking things. Kids are crying, just running in a different direction. It is a mayhem out there.
And since Cal went before I did you shot your arrow into it on your first turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, inside of its body is a poison spell, an arrow, and 3 guards.
And did I see the arrow break inside of its body as well when you did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also can see it, and through around, you'll see, like, probably by this point,
There's
since
one
the monster,
guard, there's 2 guards.
you see probably like limbs and stuff going.
As I
and
see the
parts of
guards-
buildings and just debris.
As I see the guards running towards it, the ones who are running towards it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna yell out to them that normal weapons don't work. Radiant spells seem to do the best.
What I'm fuck, and you see him starting to head over, and you think it's in the location where Palor's temple is.
Okay. Good idea.
All right. So, technically, you can have a bonus.
Taylor, where are you?
Hey, Lord, my dude.
I guess I will pray to Palor, asking for her protection upon the innocent who live in the city.
Roll me a religion check.
Ooh. 19.
Or percentile.
Okay, please be good as well.
80.
Oh my,
my
god.
Oh yeah,
Palor likes me, guys.
Oh,
What's
their
up?
favorite boy.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you. Appreciate
Such
it.
a tense moment.
Yeah. Too many things to keep up. Thank you. So, as you pray,
I'm scared.
you feel warmth around you, like kind of like a blanket being put on you. You look behind, the kids are asleep.
Oh.
They weren't a second ago. And you see a slight beam of light hit way, way, way far south. And you see slight reflection of, from your perspective, it looks like maybe the doors of like the entrance to come inside.
Okay.
So, what you do? Alright, bonus action to go back.
She's marching straight in there, grabbing her javelin and shoving it up next into the head's neck.
You can roll me to hit.
Like shove.
Or no,
just
threaten or
Threaten.
Oh,
She's
threat,
having
sorry.
Intimidation.
Roll me an intimidation. Yes. I'm using 3.5 rolls on it because 5Es, I don't know.
It's,
14. Okay, so going from threatening, should be considered hostile to you. So, what do you do?
Well, taking in the fact of seeing Thomas on the ground, obviously hole in his chest, bleeding. What was this all for?
Her turn is next, so she'll say it on her turn. As you have the thunder javelin at her. Okay. She slightly flinches as the sparks from the javelin looks at you. His trade. I need to finish the deal. And she says that you would be no, because you're not. She's not leaving an attack. Okay, I will grant you an attack opportunity, both of you, if you so wish. As she reaches over towards where the copper is, you see that she's starting to move her hands. Very similar motion that you've seen Ariell move his hands, and start muttering some stuff. I'll let you do an NK on her. 18 hits.
I said 15.
15 hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
good work.
17.
Okay.
Guiding bolt.
Okay. Roll me damage. Both of you.
Hold on, because I can.
That is a good one.
Hold on, because I have to double check.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
13.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Sorry.
Is that with your rage bonus?
Yes. That's what the rage was. And plus 1 on my new one.
There you go. Okay.
I'm specifically aiming to crush her hands.
Ah.
Just FYI.
Hold on, I'm sorry, because I can never remember how much guiding bolt it is. Oh, jeez. 4d6.
Wow, that's a lot of D6s.
So that's 1. 10.
Okay. With both of your attacks, she has entered bloodied. As your hand slams on one of hers, and you see the fingers break in path as she's still trying to cast her spell. Your javelin strikes at her. It's an electricity.
Guiding bolt's radiant.
Radiant. Okay. Actually,
Woo.
are you? No, I thought she would have been normal to it. As you strike with your javelin, the radiant energy hits through her, and you see kind of glows around her skin, and through her ears and slightly through her eyes, as it's definitely hurting her. I need you to make me a religion check.
That's a natural one. I wouldn't expect him to know anyway.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That makes sense.
21.
Okay. How she's moving her hands. The gold around the houses, the candles are very, very white. You see that around the whole table is like a dome of just black, and the inside is very brighter than anything outside. It does not feel negative. This feels very holy to you, as good holy. This from the entire time you spent at Palor's temple. Not that this is like a Palor ritual or these artifacts or these things are related to Palor, but that's the closest thing that your mind goes to. At the same time, because who you are, this also seems a lot like the Oria Guild. Do you Tabatha know what that is?
Sorry.
That is the Black and White Guild from Ravnica.
Okay, I remember looking at that one. I didn't study that much.
Oria knows what it is.
Yeah,
So-
Oria will know what it is, but
Oria will know what it is. That's why I'm looking for it as quickly as I can.
sorry.
No,
I need to study up on Ravnica stuff.
It's fine. And then you were just like, elephant person, that me.
That,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Exactly.
this is their symbol, which looks like a black sun. You can flip a couple of pages just to glance images at it. What your character would know instantly is that the guild is ran by these, this pack of ghosts. These, they trade in life with undead and living. They, a common thing is your contract's not over when you die. You still have to serve me. Not negative nor good, but they are secretive and masters of both negative and light energy.
But it feels so.
But this to you
it
feels
feels
very.
just like that.
It reminds you of that. It has that same feel, but without the taint in it. You see that the candle light, that smoke surrounding this, to you feels like it's warding off that negativity and keeping everything inside in the light and everything outside in the dark.
I'm gonna kind of relay that too.
Sure. So, since her hand's broken, you see that she is starting to cast something, and there are a couple papers in the bowl. There are 5 papers. You see that one of them catches on fire, as like her hand broke and only like one of the insignia spells catch. So one of the papers on fire and there's still 4 more. And her action was to try to do that spell, and that's all she will do. All right, Elemental's turn. That is a 10 to try to hit the cart and misses. As what you see, Ariell, is as it tries to hit it, you see that there's like a sewer, like where just water's draining into, and like it looks like it ran and just went inside. It also can squeeze in anything that is bigger than 1 inch, and you feel the ground, and you see buildings starting to crumble behind you as it starts making way towards. Since you're going downward, it's towards the left of you, towards where the. Roll me history with an advantage, because you were here a couple days and you did explore the entire city.
That's 17 plus my history, 18.
18. Okay, so you would know that it's going towards the Mage Tower, towards like the Magic District where the schools are.
Well, that's not. Can't be good.
Which is further north from you,
Yeah.
but it's going in that direction. And again, it's going at 90 feet per round. Alright. As the hag went, the elemental went west. And west. I'm so sorry, I forgot your thing is up. Oh, too much.
So many buttons.
Yeah, so many buttons. So many buttons, so many things. What do you do, West? Definitely bloody, arm broken, but the last word she says is, I need to finish my part of the deal.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what that means.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going to yank her by the robe and try to pull her up by it.
Okay, so you want to restrain her?
Yes.
Okay, roll me after
Bong.
yeah, roll me an athletics, restraint. And you are raging, so you get an advantage.
I do get an advantage.
Versus her puny +1.
Assaulting an old lady. 21.
Okay, she is restrained. As you grab her, yank her, and you see that when you pulled her, the table moved and shifted. None of the items that were there moved at all. And she's now restrained on your square. Good. So that is your action. What else do you want to do?
Interrogation. I'm just asking, you know, what was this for? What purpose does it serve to kill an innocent man like that?
Persuasion or intimidation?
Intimidation.
Okay, roll.
Always intimidation. No. 8.
So 6.
Okay.
So, why are you doing this? It to you sounds more calm, but to everyone in the room is.
That sounds about right.
Now,
Pissed.
with that, I will say that she's also grappled, and she is definitely frightened of you guys. Good. Okay. Just for my own purpose. Alright, she will respond on her turn. Unless you want to do anything else. Okay. Ariell. Now that the chaos has happened, that the town is technically being destroyed, the bells are ringing, I need you to roll me a d6. Did I skip?
You skipped him.
4.
Sorry,
Oh.
Cal. Well, 4. We'll keep that 4. But Cal, what are you doing?
I'm still running towards the house.
You
And then I
see.
guess I see
Literally
everything.
You see, yeah, you see everything that just happened.
And I'll just yell to I forgot the word.
Word.
English hard.
Palabras.
Can I speak in Filipino?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Sure.
You
I won't
can.
understand, but yeah, you can. You can if you want.
Are you gonna understand?
No.
If it'll help you get the word.
Remember, right?
Yeah,
It'll help you remember it.
That's my thought process. I'm always thinking in Filipino.
It happens. What do you want to do?
Make it help. You're speaking English right now.
Oh yeah, I'm speaking English right now. I'm very frightened. It's gonna sound like Spanish too. Pwede mo tanggalin yung mahika doon.
Something about magic.
Magic.
How can you this? See, it disappeared again.
Not Mahika de what?
It disappeared again.
What do you want to do?
I want to yell at her to
Stop it.
stop the magic.
There it
That's
is.
what I was trying to say.
As-
No, there's
Stop
a
the
word.
monster.
There's a
Stop the
word.
summoning.
There's a word.
Basta.
There's an actual
Eso.
word that I was looking for, but I still don't know what it is.
Okay. Oh my god. All right.
That's
Do
I need to roll intimidation
Yeah.
or anything?
No. If you want to intimidation or persuasion, it's up to you. I rolled a counter for it, and God, she is not succeeding at all.
Oh, not 20.
She got the opposite.
Plus 3.
Good boy.
So you're intimidating her. She is. I need you all to roll me a insight check.
Including me?
No, since the people in the room.
It's on a 20, and then it tips.
Fuck her. 22.
Okay. Let's go.
13.
10.
As you have your arrow, like, get rid of it. She's like, the only way is to you have to kill me.
Easily said.
You do not believe her at all.
No.
You guys are like, all right, sure.
Fine. I'll do it. I'll snap your fucking neck right
Oria,
now.
stop him.
What's
I'm
stopping
about to
me?
let go. I'm about to let go.
Actually, yeah. You want to attack?
No. I was like,
You intimidate. Your movement is minute, so if you want to attack, you can.
no, I'm not gonna attack.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Either he pops an arrow through your skull, or I'm gonna break your skinny fucking neck.
Her role playing is.
She's such a conversationalist.
Yeah, she is. So, to make life a little bit easier, we're going to move this over here.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, we're just going to use this.
Recycle.
Yeah. Ariell. So, as your horse is galloping, this guy is somewhere else. I need to just use your cart and the representation that you are moving through the city. So, right now, as you're moving, I need you to roll me another right check. Every single round, you need to do a right check.
Goodness.
Versus, yep, you are moving
Oh,
through
that
people
was
now.
so close.
Oh
I
my
was
god,
so
that
scared.
was scary.
Thank you, Black Bag, for making that a 19 instead of a 1.
Did it roll back?
Yeah.
I need to get the
There was
coconut.
for like a half a second and went. Oh. Okay, that is a solid 22.
22. Okay, so.
You're still galloping?
And I don't see the water creature anymore, do I?
No, you do not. You hear where it
I
would
was going to
be.
use Guiding Bolt as well.
We got
So,
our in-house Foley
As
sounds.
you're galloping
That's how
through
it is.
here, you see that this part, you didn't see him go in front of you at all, the water elemental. But this part is being destroyed. As you see, currently right now there is a halfling man hanging on the edge of this broken part of the building. Like there was something here and it's broken up and he's barely hanging on. Someone help! As you are going, the horse is going to move through you. What do you do?
Yikes.
What do you do, Paladin?
What do I do?
Time to jump. When I say jump, jump.
Yeah, I guess I'll. I'm riding through here, right?
Yeah, you need to go through here.
I'm going to pull back on the reins a bit, slow it down, and tell him before I get there, jump onto the cart.
Okay. Roll another animal handling.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, okay.
That is good. 11.
11. So as you're trying to time it, and he's like, as the horse starts moving slightly faster than you want it to, it looks like you missed the target. And the horse keeps galloping, and then you hear a and on the back part of the cart where all the food is, he sees a halfling just fall in.
Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, there is a back cart.
So, alright.
Yeah, that's lucky him.
Cool. Alright, you saved the townsfolk. Alright.
Yeah.
Oria.
Bullshit. She's calling bullshit.
Okay.
How do you get rid of it?
She would use her reaction.
I'm also gonna probably
Can't.
put also a little bit, just stating that Oria is going through a little bit of a PTSD moment right now.
I would imagine. She will say that she cannot.
Just say the word. What's stopping me from killing her? So I'll do it.
You can't or you won't.
Roll me an insight again. And she said won't.
That was a nap one.
She says won't. And when you read it, you don't. To you, it sounds like she's trying to toughen herself up. Like, no, I won't let this go. But you feel like she might not be able to. It's doing things and she's not talking to it. Whatever those pieces of paper are that she's trying to burn is her concern right now.
I want to investigate what's in that pot.
You want me to investigate it?
Don't do that shit again.
I have identified, but it's gonna take an hour.
Yeah, that spell's amazing, but it does take a long time.
Yeah.
That was a 7.
From you looking at it, this magic is not the same as your magic. The rituals are very different. The only thing that you know is that there is definitely scribbles in those pieces of paper, and they're handwritten. And then, as you're looking and focus on it, you notice that the pool of blood where Thomas was is now starting to reach your feet.
Oria's reaching up and grabbing at her necklace again.
Okay. Anything else?
Does this do
You can still
anything
probably
with,
do a bonus if you would like.
just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Does this do anything with greatest fears? Will this do? Because you know the greatest, the
Yeah.
fear of sneaky boy right there.
Based on the fear does not mean that you would have knowledge on this ritual.
No,
So I
not
would
not
say
it's that. It's not just
no.
that. It's just like
Yeah.
There's a dead guy sitting in the room.
yeah. It's just that like with
Adrenaline,
action.
fear. So yes, you're afraid, but you're not dumb about it.
Okay.
You still have your wits about you. You still know your actions. You still know you guys currently have the upper hand. We're trying to figure out why she just killed this guy who has been nothing but kind to you. But role playing it, of course. Yes.
Am I still able to speak?
Yeah. Since you're not moving or anything, yeah, for sure.
She's gonna kind of like point her javelin over towards where Thomas is lying. Why him?
And she will answer on her turn. Unless you want to say anything else.
That's
Okay. He made the deal. I have to follow it.
What? No, I can't really say anything
You
here, but-
you can use your what's it called?
Reaction?
Thank you. Reaction. If you want to speak.
What
I allow it.
Done.
Yeah.
What
Sorry?
deal?
What deal? Okay. Roll persuasion or intimidation. See if she will answer.
Damn. God, I just rolled a bad night.
8.
There's 2 in there now.
Bad night.
She will, when you said that, and you're in it, she's going to respond.
Can't do that. You know the rules. I tried to make a deal with you once. I told you the kids would be safe.
And she coughs again, and on her action, she's going to try to do a spell. That is a eye up on you. So if you want to attack, you can.
Oh, okay.
So she's casting a spell, and
Oh,
you grapple her.
I'm holding her. I'm gonna pop her into the wall.
All right.
Is this athletics or just strength?
Are you trying to damage her, or what? Are you just trying? She's restrained right now, but she's trying to cast a spell.
I want to try to shake her out of the spell, like to break her
Okay.
concentration on it.
Then she needs to make a concentration check of your athletics.
My athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, so. So she'd have to do a 19.
19. She got an 18. So
Not enough,
as you
bitch.
slam her against the wall, I
None
would
of that
say
now. None of that.
you're doing a little bit of damage for that. And so your strength is what? 4, 3,
Plus
4.
four. Plus
That's
four.
okay. I have spare the dying if we need it.
Okay.
Oh man.
As she hits her head against the wall, and then the flame spell goes off her finger and hits the ground, but nothing catches on fire. It disintegrates entirely. Elemental's turn. He don't be doing shit.
He's doing shit.
He is doing 100% shit. So,
You do you, elemental. You do you.
all right. Now that the entire city has that fog obscuring it, giving disadvantage to it, you see the fog slightly goes away for right now. Everyone that's outside, and the water starts becoming slightly gelatinized, and you see the horse is having a hard time going through it, and he can only move at half speed now, as everything is considered difficult. The entire city is considered difficult terrain. Okay. Wes, that was your reaction. It's your turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of, while still grappling her, taking her, basically forcefully shoving her down to where the altar is, and asking, just, it's like, what the fuck are you trying to do? What deal? What the shit is all this?
Okay.
And you're gonna fucking tell us,
Roll me
or you're not gonna get a chance
intimidation.
to finish your ritual.
Okay, she's going to use her reaction to cough a little bit of blood.
It's for his well-being.
And you see that her broken hand is trying to reach over towards the ritual area. Anything else?
This bitch don't start speaking the truth, she gonna die.
I know, right?
Not
You
these stupid riddles.
This fucking well-being, he's fucking dead. Fuck well-being.
see there's a huge grin on her face when you say that.
Well, I can use potion and then beat her up again.
Too bad I'm not there. I had a bottle of
beat
brain
her up
matter.
again.
Oh,
Shut
that
up,
was
fucking
extremely
Fight
helpful.
Club this
Actually. That's reaching drow territory. Cal, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
If I do potion of mind reading, am I able to read what she's thinking?
You can read her surface thoughts.
What?
You can read her surface thoughts, so you can read like her processing and what she wants to do. You have advantages in a lot of stuff as well.
So if I do that,
Mm-hmm.
and I ask her a question,
Give him
I'll
the
be
card.
able to read it.
Most likely, yes. When you drink this potion, yeah, she has to make a spell DC. Yeah, and yeah,
Spell DC so that
she needs to make a wisdom save of above that number if you drink it. Are you going to?
a spell
So she just needs to make a roll as when you
of
drink
what?
it.
Of that 13?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like who has like a higher.
Oh no,
percentage.
yeah,
I was
of
gonna
that
give
of
it.
the potions.
Oh, of the potion. Okay. Well, who has better questions? Because really, I don't know what's going on at the moment.
I don't know jack shit. I'm just pissed off that she killed Thomas.
Because I kind of want to give this to Oria, because Oria has more questions and better questions.
You can administer a potion to her. You can be like, hey, I'm giving you this. Are you okay with it? And if she says yes, your action is to pour the potion in her mouth. That's 100% doable.
Do you want it so that you can have advantage on her questions? Because you have a lot of questions. I don't know what's going on. I just want to kill her.
Same.
Out of character, I'm just saying for Oria right now, probably not the best. Probably not.
Well, when you ask,
Like I said, she is not in a good place right this second.
She looks not responsive.
Well, I kind of want to drink it because I want to get rid of this elemental.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll drink it.
Okay.
So I guess that's it for this guy.
Drink it. All right. She rolled. I guess.
How long does that last?
Probably a minute. Doesn't say. So it's a minute to an hour. I'm gonna say it's probably a minute for right now. So as you drink it, you technically everyone else they have to roll to see if you don't just read their surface thoughts. There's a lot of things going in her head right now. Roll me a persuasion to try to see what you're digging into. Her mind is confusing. Her mind is a whirlwind of just different thoughts bouncing back and forth. And a lot of it's very, very, very negative. What did you get?
17.
17. Okay. As this is continue on, she's definitely fearing for her life, but there's a huge concern for her to. Once she's relieved, she finished what she needed to do with Thomas, and now her second concern is that she needs to finish this ritual for him. It does not feel to you that she's trying to do anything harmful to him, but you do also feel that there is a pleasure in her doing this to you.
What do you mean to us? Like killing Thomas or something?
Yeah, she had fun doing that, but she knows she needs to continue on. You feel like she finished something. You don't know what she finished, and she needs to continue something completely different. And that second part that she needs to finish is for him, for sure. But she has joy in this. She's feeling pain. Her hand's broken. She's bloody and dying, but she's enjoying this interaction.
And can I just basically what I'm kind of reading? I'm just kind of relaying it to
Okay,
you?
yeah. You guys, that information is relayed to you. So that'll be your action to drink it, bonus to speak it. You can move or speak. Oh, you did. So yeah. So if you want to have a bonus, you can. Okay.
I can still speak?
Yeah. If you're not gonna cast a cantrip,
No.
I'll allow you to speak.
Because basically that.
This is
I want to get rid of that.
Get rid of that.
Yeah. How? Like basically, yeah. We need to get rid of the elemental. How can you do it?
And what can make it go away?
What can make it go away? Because the flower
10.
didn't help.
She doesn't say anything, but you
It was a
hear
good plan, though.
in her mind very clearly, like not her cackling speech, but like a clear thought, like a very smooth. Nothing I can do. Well,
Yeah, I had a feeling because it's doing its own thing, and
yeah.
I guess not really trying to control it. I kind of had a feeling about that.
At the moment.
Ugh. Well, yeah, that's it.
Okay, Ariell, I need you to roll me another d6.
1.
1. Okay. That sucks.
Oh,
no.
that sucks.
For
He
me?
says.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, what is this? Oh, he was prepared.
Yeah. As
He's prepared with the pipes.
we are in a different part of the district now, as you have just finished this part, it's very tight to get out of here. For the sake of technically, it's still considered difficult terrain. The horse, if it goes through a corner, that will take an additional 2 movements. So, horsey. As this has happened, you see from this well emerges the elemental.
Fuck! Shit.
That was the worst
Should have
one.
stayed in the cart.
So
that's his contingency plan.
there are multiple different things. What are you doing?
That is a really good question.
Technically, you are fighting it, so we're
That was
heading
getting
to
a
the
little
water.
tense.
Right into the water. That's currently you're grabbing the cart and then comes out and erupts everything.
I'm going to son of a bitch, you really don't make this easy, do you?
Fuck.
There's 2 easy options. You went one of them, you save someone.
Save myself? Yeah, probably. I'm grabbing the kids, getting on the horse, and I guess I'll use cantrip of Sacred Flame on the ropes holding the horse, the cart.
Okay, so just make it.
Yeah, and taking off just on the horse, no cart, no carriage with the kids.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
which way are you going?
I hate having to do that, but I
I
don't
know,
see
I
another
know.
way.
You're so.
It's either
Oh.
we lose the cart or we lose me and the kids.
The good thing I put it on my inventory. The stuff.
Which
that
way is there to
that was
go?
given to me.
So the path, there's an exit this way. This whole area looks flooded to you. There's an exit that way as well, and next to this way.
Well, do I know? Can I make this turn with the cart? Do I know that?
You can, because this isn't drawn. This is just the map that I read it. So yes, you can. It's just going to first of all be in the target of opportunity, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can get up to this square, leaving it, and that is the entire movement of the horse.
Leaving the cart, I can get that far?
Well, since it's not pulling, then you can get a couple feet further. There's 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then has another 40 movement. So after that, you can get 20 feet further from him, the elemental.
He'd still be able to hit me.
On your turn, he has 1 attack.
And either way, it's going to provide an AOP for him. Could I go backwards with the horse or no?
Yeah, you can.
But that doesn't really help me because he can just go boop boop.
No, yeah, it's better than,
And I know. Shit. I guess I'll go. If I go back, is there another road I can go back around towards the exit?
You can try. I need you to roll a perception check when you do.
Okay.
If that's your decision, yeah.
Okay.
So you're turning back to try to find a different direction.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception.
What if I do that with the cart?
You can. The movement will be halved because he's plunged all that, but you can.
Well, if I don't disconnect the horse, then I'll still have my cantrip, and my cantrip seemed to disintegrate the tentacle earlier, so I'll use it on the ground in front of the horse as the horse starts to run to disintegrate the sludgy nastiness in front of me.
Good work.
Son of a bitch! I'll try that.
Okay.
Oh, I hate
Rolling
this
perception.
so
Cast your
much.
cantrip.
Oh, that's not very great.
Oh, fuck.
That's 11.
Okay, so as you grab the kids, put them on you, snap your fingers, the cantrip immediately burns off the rails for the horse. You start jetting off in the direction, and just to represent that you are here. As you go into a part that you think that you can go off, there is debris everywhere. There is people running and pushing. A couple people just run into the horse and start like hitting the horse. He's not panicking, but he's definitely like trying to avoid it, and it's just chaos that's brewing here. It's technically no way up, but also you feel that now you are slightly lost in the city. You still see that beacon of light, but you don't know how to turn into that direction at the moment. You can speak if you'd like.
I'm gonna yell out to the people around me. Which way to the gate?
And I'm just gonna roll 20, anything 10 above. 11, so that is 10 above. You do see this. Alright, so as that is happening, you see a rabbit, a white hare, run towards you.
Oh.
Yeah, the gate will be about that direction over there. And then you see the rabbit turn towards the direction, start scratching its head. And you see Gabe take a couple of steps out of the shadow and lightning bolt.
Ooh.
So that's a dex save on that.
Gracias, Gabe.
Yes!
I love you!
Game for the clutch!
Protect my card, I'll be back shortly.
Protect the stove!
The stove!
It's very low, 21 damage.
You did what?
It was very low, 21.
That's low?
That's
That's
more
very
damage
low.
than we could ever do.
He used his biggest spell,
Oh.
and I rolled 3 ones.
Oh.
So, well,
We're
okay.
fucked.
Yep. Very much.
Where's old reliable?
As he did that, fuck, I thought I was gonna do a lot more. Fuck, alright, let's get out of here. And you see that he looks for a second to try to find where the rabbit is, and the rabbit's already hauling ass.
Follow the rabbit. Follow the rabbit.
That rabbit is not
I'm
waiting.
waiting for a
You
rabbit
see
to
that
there.
he hits the horse to try to get a little bit more momentum, and it starts to, and then he's jetting off like, ah!
Good idea.
That's
this
bigger than I
old
thought
man.
it was gonna be.
Yeah, because he was in the city the whole time. You guys never visited him though. All right, Ariell. Ariell, your turn.
Let me destroy the card. I'm so pissed.
All that money we put in.
I know. We still
That
have a
would
lot
suck.
from our group funds though.
God,
so
that would
that's
really
nice.
suck.
Hey,
Yeah.
I saved the
He's
most
like,
expensive
that's
thing.
a shame that it's already
babies.
destroyed in my mind.
Well, not saying that they're
Yes,
friendless.
but the horse. The horse was 500.
But
That
it's
thing's like 100, I think.
Technically the horse.
The babies are priceless.
Babies are priceless.
That is true.
Couscous is priceless.
So is couscous.
We can replace the carriage. It's not really the
I
kids.
thought you were
of
gonna
the
say we're gonna
horse.
place couscous. I'm like,
You can't replace
Replace
couscous.
couscous.
Again, if anything happens to that horse, I'm gonna kill everyone in the room and then myself.
Okay, what are you trying to do? She's afraid. It looks like her sole focus is ignoring you guys and completing whatever the fuck that is. It seems very, very, very important to her. And you're getting a lot of mixed signals. You want to believe her, but you just can't.
I'm gonna pray.
Okay, roll my religion.
It just don't happen.
Oh no.
Your mind is too muttered and angry and confused and solace and lost.
You guys may be actually seeing her cry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
jeez. Oh no.
Anything else you want to do?
She's just gonna mutter out a name.
Do we hear that name?
That's up to you. I guess if you guys want.
I mean, in that
That's up to
vicinity,
you, actually, sorry.
in that vicinity, you can hear it, but it doesn't really mean anything to
Okay.
you.
What name
Just
do
heard
you
the
say?
name.
You gotta say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Shut up.
I need to look it up in my character.
I need to look it up because I have a hard time pronouncing it myself.
There's people dying.
Oh god!
Oh, okay.
Now fuck.
Okay.
That's what you're hearing.
Let's do her.
It's the hair.
Hag's turn. She's gonna try to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
She has a disadvantage since it's next to you with a 2. It does not go through. She doesn't look like she's trying to get rid of you grabbing her. She's just focused on the spell.
Yeah.
And it does not go through.
Nope.
Am I able to hear that spell?
Yeah, it's a very simple cantrip to disintegrate or to fire off. So it's the elemental's turn. Alright. He can still run 90 miles an hour. Right.
90
feet.
miles an
90
hour?
miles.
Lord.
Fuck!
Either way, I'm still screwed.
Alright, so
Fucking jet.
Gabe gets hit
No!
as he goes down, and you see him start being swallowed
Oh
up
shit!
into the maelstrom.
Son of a bitch!
As
Oh
the
boy!
rabbit immediately, stops what it's doing and starts jetting over towards it. And you see him go and just,
He's inside already?
yeah, he is inside. He failed the save and he takes damage and he is inside, and next round starts suffocating.
I can't do anything against that thing.
You can.
Well, I have babies to protect.
That is true.
God, Gabe, why'd you have to do that?
And
Ugh.
as you can easily tell, he's wanting you to go.
This
And
is
you see, like,
such
as
a
it
moral
opens its
dilemma for
mouth,
me.
you physically see the water go inside of him. And his eyes are jetting and starting to turn red.
Fuck.
And as we continue his movement, he just destroyed that part of the city. Roll me a perception check.
19.
19. Okay.
I think.
As it goes through this building,
Oh, thank God.
goes underneath. Oh, what happened to Gabe?
Oh, fuck.
He's tiny.
He grabs onto a log to the building.
He's on as he's going through the
Oh,
building,
shit.
breaking it. And what did you get on perception?
19.
19. You see that he's going towards the hospice district, which that'd be where the drunken goat is.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on! Ah!
As with your early history check, it looks like this elemental is going around and destroying the outer rings. And you see Gabe up in just cycling as it finishes off the next 60 feet that you move. And since you're still within 120 feet of it, you can clearly see the elemental. You guys, if you try to look at it, you probably can't see it, but you can hear it for sure.
Jamal has a basement. He'll be fine, right? Right? I'm just gonna think that to make me feel better. As I'm riding away, I'm going to shoot a spell at it. Guiding bolt, kind of at the area in front of Gabe to hopefully destroy the water enough for him to fall out or get out.
Sure.
Cause there's not as much else I can do. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. 21?
That is a hit.
Okay. Let's see. This
Okay.
aside from me. Anyone else in the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. That's the mythical dim lighting, glitter, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's it.
All right. So next person hits has an advantage.
Yes.
All right. As you shoot your radiant bolt of energy, it hits it, and you see some of the water disintegrate, and the whole inside of it starts lighting up. And you can clearly see that there's probably like 15 people inside of it, broken and torn and destroyed, along with debris. As every time it hits a building, part of the debris goes in, and part of the debris that was inside of it jumps out. Same thing with limbs and body parts. As the rabbit is
It's eating and pooping.
it's chasing after it.
Well, as long as the rabbit's still there, Gabe's alive. So I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Oh, Gabe didn't escape?
Nope.
Or wasn't able to escape?
No, and then we're going to west. So we gotta keep track. And now Gabe goes at the bottom. Because he just entered combat. So, you have no idea what's happening over there.
I don't have a damn clue. I just.
There's bells and people screaming and since that is continuously happening.
Is there anything that is currently going on in this room that is personally triggering West in any way?
Dead Thomas.
Besides that, anything magic-y
Triggering you?
in that kind of little back part of my brain?
Everything about this reminds you of anything negative that was tethered to that realm and that person.
I'm just gonna drop her.
Okay. Okay. Lands on the ground, still hand broken.
I just let her go.
Okay. Gabe's turn. He's going to try to escape this drum. He takes 6d6 of bludgeoning damage. Okay,
Oh, fuck.
that is a lot.
Oh.
Especially for that guy. Wizards don't have a lot of
Wizards
HP.
are squishy.
Yeah. Aria, the last thing that you see as the elemental's going out, you see Gabe looks like his back is doing.
Oh no.
And you lost sight of him.
Oh.
Yep, he failed his strength check, so he can't get out. He's still in there. Alright, Cap. There's now the crowd of the outside and guards trying to help people leave and shouting out orders is becoming so overwhelming that you can hear from inside. After all this chaos is still goes through your mind. What do you want to do? And you just saw West drop the hag.
I just stop and say what's going on. Is my friend okay? You okay, friend?
I'm just fucking done. Done with this shit.
Is she dying?
The hag, she's bloodied. Very, very bloodied.
Well, no, I'm kind of asking the group, is she dying right now? I'm ready to shoot.
Seriously, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna shit what
Do you
happens
want to
to her.
respond? You can.
I don't know.
Okay.
No what?
No one responds. Wes says that he doesn't care, or he does not respond.
Because I'm ready to shoot and get out of here. Because I don't know what's going on outside. Kind of scared for this guy.
Yeah, y'all haven't heard from me in a while.
No, we have not heard from you in a while.
And I said I'd be right back.
I mean, it's this whole interaction's almost been a minute.
So I guess I don't have that potion of reading anymore.
It's still active.
I'm eating.
you took the potion in the middle, not since the start of combat.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna ask her one last question first before I make my decision to let this bow go, this arrow go. Is
Fingers are getting sweaty.
because you told me about that I can kind of sense that she's somewhat trying to help Thomas. So basically, I'm gonna ask her. It's like, what are you trying to do with the spell for Thomas?
Okay. Since you asked that specific question, she's looking at you guys, and now that she is being dropped,
Safe passage.
To what?
that's all she would say on her, as her reaction.
Well, safe passage. Feels like I don't want to let it go.
It's up to you, man. What do you want to do? And then, or you're on deck. Wait, oh, sorry, Ariell and Oria, so you both are on deck.
Is there a way for me to know what's going on with the spell?
Roll me a religion check. It's a hard number.
Oh, 10.
Ooh.
That's dark magic. I don't know. It's some ritual.
I want to identify it, but it takes an hour. Such a good spell. Takes a long time.
Yeah. So there's nothing that you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look outside, I guess.
Ariell, I
Kind
need
of
you
walk
to
outside.
do two things. You gonna walk outside?
Just kind of see what's going on outside.
It
Can I
is-
just jump off the roof?
It is complete chaos out.
It
A lot of
relieves
buildings
me.
are completely destroyed. You can see like
It relieves me of
it's looking
stress.
like this is just destroyed and heading that way, and you definitely can see the maelstrom of the huge water elements from the distance as bells are being giant, and you see some arrows.
And I guess I kind of see the ground now because now that I'm outside.
Yeah. Now it's congealed in a second. We'll see what else the
Okay,
ground's
yeah.
doing. Yeah.
That's
So,
why I said I wanted to jump up the
Yeah.
roof.
so Ariell,
Is there a way I could jump up right now, or is
onto
that
the
my
roof. You
movement?
can climb onto the roof if you want.
Parkour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me an acrobatics.
Assassin's Creed this shit.
I need you to roll me another ride, so handle animal,
Oh,
and then a d6.
oh, okay. Wait,
Oh.
acrobatics?
Yes.
Well, it's a 18 right now plus 8.
Yeah.
No,
you're on top of-
19 plus 8.
You're on top of a roof, for sure. On top of here, we'll just put you. What did you get?
22 for handle animal.
Definitely going the right way. You're making sure it's stopping the correct path, and you're making sure everything's going well.
And a 4 on my d6. Again.
4.
It's the
Okay.
second time I've gotten that.
We already did that. Okay, so I need. Yeah, alright, it's not bloody, so that's not happening. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Hold on.
I can't take this. I can't take this.
Great.
Do I have anything to help me?
Breath. Hold it.
Well, I don't think I do. I don't think so.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's gonna be a solid 5.
5, okay.
Yikes!
So,
Big yikes.
the right checks have all passed, that's good. So
Heck,
the
yikes.
whole street that now with water, the water kind of goes into liquid form. It starts changing to a greenish tint and starts bubbling up. You can see a lot of people start screaming and like their legs start dissolving as
Oh!
you take 3 points of acid damage and the
Fuck.
sparks up. The horses and
good
the
thing I went
babies
to the roof.
Yeah, you went to the roof. And since it is 10:30, we're gonna go on a break.
Fuck.
And you're gonna want a slight little breather, and then we're gonna
Wait,
come
what's
back
up with
to your turn.
What happened with Couscous?
You passed. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
The ride.
Oh, thank
Yeah. So you take some damage.
That's
So,
Survive.
yeah, we're gonna take a short break and de-stress a little bit, gather ourselves up, and all right, we'll be back. Oh, I dropped the mouse.
Fuck!
Isn't that a thing
Oh,
that's
no.
happening?
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Back.
Totally planned.
Back.
But
Back.
it's
Fuck.
changing, and look, I need to do this. Oh my god, kill me now!
I felt like fainting earlier with what happened.
Hello everybody, this is James from letting you know we're going to be doing a Harry Potter based D&D game every Wednesday at the Divine and Conquer Twitch channel. See you there.
He's so sweet.
I just dropped it because I was like, fuck it. Can I use that today?
Guys, how you doing? Welcome to this episode of Table Talk Command.
Dad! I couldn't save him! Dad!
This is Gerard's Gaming. This is where we get all our products. They sponsor us, and we sponsor them.
Hello and welcome, and this is FNBN. What you're asking yourself is, what is FNBN? FNBN is for nerds by nerds, and it's pretty much a channel that me and my friends are trying to get started. We have so many crazy nerd ideas that we want to post on there. Some of our plans are to do like podcasts, nerd conversations, nerd news. We got a lot of ideas, but first you need people that can watch.
Let's be nerds. Come on now, let's be.
This character requires her chest bigger than what?
Okay.
We can keep him in the back, in the cart. It's fine.
Here you go.
That was to pray.
Okay, what'd you get?
19.
19.
Very nice.
Roll me percentile.
I'm gonna use these dice.
So you made a connection.
That's all you should worship table.
Okay.
Slap the hell out of you.
With all the stress and everything that's happening, you did make a connection. You feel an impact. Nothing that anyone's been doing, moving around, or like when Wes pulled the hag over, moved anything of the things on the table. You feel slight breeze goes into the room, and you see that the one of the papers moves over, and you can slightly read a name. Roll my perception. doesn't fold completely over, but you see a handwritten, slightly. There's a nervousness to the handwriting, and you see the letters T-E-R-R, and it's folded. You can't see the rest.
Oria's gonna just look at the paper.
Okay. Definitely says Harry on there. And there's 4 more.
I guess with the time, just reading them.
You see one says Dima, the other one says Stoneworm, and then Urted.
She'll look at it.
And there's one that's already completely disintegrated.
She'll look back at the hag and beckon her forward.
And sorry?
Beckon her forward.
Okay. To the hag to move towards you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It is the hag's turn, and she will move right in between you, kind of making sure that you physically can like touch her. She's intentionally doing that to aggravate you. And you see this huge cocky grin on her face. Like something a child would do when he just outsmarted the adults, or he just got away with something he knows he shouldn't have. You see that huge, and then the completely dirty, stained teeth that remind you of the lady who owned the orphanage. And then whatever piece of paper you have in your hand, she reaches over to grab it, disintegrates it, and as her bonus action, she's going to cast 2 more spells, and with the other papers, disintegrate all of them. And as that happens, you see the dome of smoke goes away, the candles immediately burn off, and everyone in the room has like this almost physical like weight that almost like goes off of your shoulder. So the rain still pouring outside. That's all she does that turn, and is looking at you now, focusing on you, since you're the one that has the most emotion out of this. Oh, she will say,
It's done.
and looks at you.
It's done.
I'm on the roof, so.
You're not there.
Sorry.
That's.
She looks to the spot where Cal was, and it's like, where the fuck that guy go?
So,
Fast little bastard.
unless anyone wants to do another reaction, the elemental is going to continue to move forward, reaching its last round that it can move 90 feet. And you just hear as more things keep breaking. And yeah. West, what do you do?
I just leave the house.
Okay. How far? You just want to like step outside?
Just stepping out, just right there.
Okay.
Just watching, kind of surveying the scene.
Okay.
About the.
Yeah, it's on the elemental's turn, so technically West wasn't outside when that happened.
Yeah.
So as your foot steps outside, you feel the acidity and like the slight burn, almost like a really, really, really bad sunburn, like concentrating where your feet are touching the water. But your rage is easily handling that pain, and you're almost, since you didn't attack, it's almost like you're using that pain to continue it going and trying to, unless you want to choose to let it go. Your rage.
No.
Right, so you're using that pain to just feel that momentum and that adrenaline pumping in you. Okay, Gabe's really, really don't want him to go. I like Gabe. That is a 15. 15. Okay. He takes no damage and is being pushed 10 feet away. As no one sees this, but
Oh my god. Praise Paylor.
Praise Paylor.
Well,
Save us.
Vic was like, Paylor save us.
I wrote it on the thing. I wrote it on the board. Paylor save us.
Cal, what do you do?
Can I see the elemental?
You can
No.
see it, but he's so
So,
far.
yeah, very far away.
Yeah. What's your range?
500.
You think you can maybe make it, but it's a disadvantage.
I'm just angry.
Just down below, you just hear Wes just go, well, fuck.
Is there gonna be a disadvantage for me to move even if I'm on the roof? Kind of just.
Oh, if you're gonna try to roof hop, yeah. That's I need an acrobatics. Well, not disadvantage, but I need an.
No, I mean like my range of walking.
Oh, it.
Wouldn't be that same.
No, you're fine. You can move the area of the thing, but it's not very much. If you're just on
Well,
it.
yeah.
It's 25 by 25, so.
So either way, it's. Well, I don't want to go. I'm scared of that water.
Yeah, it's a scary water.
It's green and bubbly.
Yeah, at the moment it is.
When doing an acrobatics check, see if he can move this full movement on the roof.
Well, he can move easily on the roof. I thought he meant like jumping
Oh, yeah.
to another rooftop.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm gonna
Oh.
do. It was like what I was
Then, yeah,
trying to
then-
do is, and then if I can reach my full range of movement without the without it being.
We'll see. Depends on the acrobatics check. If that's what you want to do.
It was like I kind of wanna.
It
move.
seems very 50-50 to you right now.
Yeah, I kind of want to move a little bit, maybe closer, and see if I can really hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, Ariel's not back yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. I kind of want to look for him too.
It's a huge city.
With
Big
all the
city, there's
destruction,
a
can I
ton of
not see
damage.
him?
Sure, with the disadvantage and a high DC, but yeah, you can try.
Health eyes.
Or if I just
Activate.
Roll me perception.
with the disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh,
What about a nat 20?
Roll disadvantage.
It's a disadvantage, my bro.
Oh, yeah! Come on! It was a 5.
I thought it was a 20. I'm like, oh shit, you see.
Pulling an Ashley over here.
So, yeah, you're trying and you can't see
can't
him at
find
all.
him.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why do you roll a 20, kid?
Sorry. That's how we're gonna go to Oreo.
I'm still booking it towards
Alright,
the exit.
roll me a handle animal check.
Oh. That's a solid 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
First time
Oh no.
that fails.
Oh no.
I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh, son of a bitch again.
2 times.
5.
5. Okay.
2.
Okay. Alright. So, for the... Well, since it's the horse. Alright, the horse passes, does not take any damage from water. But there's one right check fell. And then, what was the second d6?
2.
2.
A man can only roll so many d20s for one thing before getting hurt.
This is out of the way. Ariell, can you grab the cart? And your mini. Appreciate that. Going to a different part of the city. And whoa, that doesn't make sense. That sure. I guess that's why this is the long one. Okay. So Ariell, as you are in this part of the city, and you are on your horse, so no disadvantages on the right checks. The elemental turn is not now, so your DC was met on that. You see a man being pulled, and he has very like, you actually never encountered him the whole time you were in the city, but he's very important. He was here.
What?
This guy in like these very easy to describe like traditional wizard clothing, just like white, blue robes with like semi stars in the bottom. He has his component belt pouch, and he's currently being dragged by the no. You need to go forward, and he's like there's two guards taking him away. As you see that there is a person on the floor, deed, and then up rises zombies. Oh, another one.
Okay.
And another one.
And I can assume, I think, that the wizard did this?
Roll me inside. Yeah, roll me inside.
Oh, come on. This dice is not being my friend
Do you
anymore.
want to borrow one of my many?
Possibly. That's a solid
I have
10.
I have a few too.
Actually, I'm gonna use this one.
It to you looks like the guard. Yeah, from that one,
That's 2 and 3. Okay.
you know that the undead were definitely have their rights here, but we're being more like a second-class citizen. They have they had their slave their specific one task that they did. As you're going through part of like the rich area, like 2 more districts away from getting out of here, you're going through the heights where all the rich people are, and all of them have very nice suits and ties, but they're currently devouring this person. You can tell that on the middle of them, of all the zombies, there is a pendant that is completely cracked. And it looks, and to you, it looks like the wizard's being arrested right now for this or something. What do you do?
I'm gonna kind of stop to talk to the guards. What's going on here?
Okay. So many minis. Okay. Guard is over here. And to represent him is this guy. He's arrested. Well, he's the one of the fucks that has the magic stuff. If he ain't, the necklaces are cracked. What are we supposed to do? He's the one that makes them. He's the one that's in charge of all of this.
So what you're saying is these undead are no longer under anyone's control.
Yeah, it's his fucking fault. And you see the guy go, let me, I can stop them. Just let me go. And he's completely handcuffed. From the last your insight check, you don't think you can trust the wizard person, and the guards are 100% like they're doing their job.
I don't think I can trust the wizard?
Not from that check.
To be fair, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch.
Good thing Sneaky Boy's not over there.
Who's, what say you?
Yeah, right? I'm just going to prop up my Medusa on my leg and say, let him try. I'm going to look at him. But if you make any sudden movements, I'm just going to put my hand on her blindfold.
Ooh!
Oh, that's my best stat. Hell yeah. Okay, hold on. 25.
Nice.
Thank you,
Alright,
Baylor.
shitty hit. It seems like you know what's happening. Uncuffs this wizard person, and he very and you see that he starts moving his hand, and then without saying anything, and then there is all his fingers start letting go, and then he just releases them. You see these bolts fly to each one of them. And if they do a specific amount of damage, and then you roll a Constitution save to see if that has it. Damage to each one of them as this almost impossible to see, like you barely just saw it leave and then all of a sudden just hit each one of them as like a very powerful magic missile unleashed and hit every single one of them. I'm not gonna roll fucking 5d20s, so the con save it needs to match an 18. They rolled an 8. They all fall.
Oh damn!
Good lord.
I don't want to fight that wizard.
And this guy gets up, and you see that his whole neck is just bleeding out, and his eyes are completely white.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what do you do?
Well, that's when I'll come into play.
He did all the good work. I'll take care of that one.
Thanks for warming him up for me, bud.
Yeah, I'll just do Sacred Flame on it, I guess.
It is radiant damage. So
Yeah.
whatever you
It's a dex save on his part, which I probably don't think is going to be that good for.
What's the DC?
15.
Well, I don't think it has pluses.
I hope not.
To be 100% honest.
It probably has.
It has a minus.
Yeah.
So 14 minus 1.
14 minus 1. Oh,
Yeah,
good,
so
good, good. We're good. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 7 damage.
So it is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Because it's undead.
I like this.
And it rolled a 12 to try to. So it died. Needs to match that save. It rolled a 12. It did not hit 14, so it does not come back. As you just cast your spell on it, and you see the light hit it, and it just falls over dead. He kind of looks at you. There's so many more. And then he starts stepping forward.
So many more.
There was a city full of them.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Uh-oh, we're in raccoon.
Oh god.
Alright, what do you do?
no.
Well, this is great.
We'll just seeing them leave.
But this is more of my.
I guess first and foremost, just
I can handle this.
are you? I guess it's just asking that. Are you bringing them back? Is that what you wanted?
This is her turn to do this.
No, just making sure that they went to the mountains.
Safe passage.
He gives me his heart. I give them safe passage and guarantee.
All to all his family.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of what to say.
Safe passage for who? Because they're all dead.
That's what he means.
The afterlife. But is it the good place?
Is it? I guess Oria kind of looking back out towards, like, you know, knowing west and Cower outside, hearing like the destruction and stuff in the distance. Can any of this be stopped?
Give it time.
Can a deal be made?
She grins.
Always.
want to take time to think about what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
You can pass on to her turn. Okay, so it's the elemental's turn now.
No. Make it go away.
Anyone that's on the streets needs to make me a. Nope, the terrain is considered difficult now. So everything goes back to difficult terrain as the water conjugates again.
Oh, it's not acid anymore.
No, and you more destruction, more stuff, but you don't see the elemental anymore. The physically gets smaller, but you still hear the things being broken. West.
Looking at where Cow is.
I'm still surveying.
I mean, I'm not going back into the house, but I'm calling out. Just, Oria. We gotta go find Ariell. You coming or staying?
Should Brian look at the hag and say, is there any way that you could trust me that they could make it out safe?
Safe, no. Out, yes.
Or he's gonna go outside to West.
Okay.
She's gonna approach him and take her necklace off
Where are you down?
and hand it to him.
What are you doing?
Her name's Brahmi. Make sure she gets this.
Okay, what the fuck are you doing? Oria. Oria, we can't find your home without you.
Just
Whatever it is, no. Whatever it is you're thinking of, I don't think it's worth it. It's never worth it. Just come on with us. We're gonna go find Ariell. We gotta find the kids. See what we can do about this mess. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna put your necklace back on. Pick up your stick. And we're gonna figure this the fuck out. Without making deals with ugly ass witches. Praying and rituals ain't gonna solve shit. Okay?
she'll look back towards the hag.
You see that she's, without you noticing, she moved towards directly in front of the door. No inside check on this, but there is a huge amount of pleasure that you can see on her, like a child in a candy shop, just hugely grinning. With her hand still broken, she's trying her best to just like tap her fingers, like anticipating and waiting for you to say anything towards her.
You so much as breathe, I'm breaking your other fucking hand.
She's just there smiling at you guys.
Should have let that bow go.
Should've, man. Whatever happens, we'll make it to see Brownie.
You'll see her smile a little bit.
can clear the torch.
Okay.
Well, the hack.
With that, you see that her, from the bottom up, her feet start turning invisible, her clothing starts turning invisible, up till like where her midsection would be.
You can always find me. I told you the kids would be safe.
And she turns invisible.
Oh, man.
Shut your cat ass bitch.
And
I was gonna jump
West,
down,
you
shoot an
feel
arrow.
a hand, a creepily cold, clammy hand touch you. As you flinch, you see the footsteps as she's moving away, and then you don't see them anymore.
Oh, man.
So, for the next 50 minutes, the town is being destroyed. A slew of differentiating between the smog accumulating, people start coughing, a lot of people choking, the buildings being destroyed in almost a rhythmic pattern. Now that it's outside the border, everyone starts noticing very quickly that the threat might not be the elemental, but just the undead that are being released, and a lot of the guards are focusing on that. As when you guys eventually do find Ariell, you see him that he's just disintegrating undead left and right. You guys eventually find enough passage and calmness after maybe 20 minutes of not physically fighting something, but more helping people. And everyone starts going out towards where that light is, and you can see that the whole area now, it's very, very dark. You didn't notice it really, but as the rain continues pouring, there is a circle of light where the sun's hitting just at the gate outside.
Quest marker.
Right? So as you guys are heading out, everyone's starting to scroll down. By the time you guys are exiting the city, count yourselves together, wipe off the wounds, you stop hearing the destruction. Roll perception, everybody.
Woo! Where were these rolls earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that roll too.
12. 21.
Okay.
18.
20.
Okay. So, West, a lot of this feels very familiar towards that night. You keep getting flashbacks of just that incident, people just falling and dying, and anytime any one of them says something, it almost has like, you heard it but you didn't process it. What? Forgetting that you had two kids that you just rescued from like a falling building, and you're like, oh, and you guys keep seeing that. Wes keeps coming in and out of like what he's doing, helping, but forgetting for a second where he's at. As you three do see that the elemental, as it has its elongated arms around one of the buildings and breaks it, you see that the arms fall, and then it starts deforming, and then just whoosh, water hits everywhere, and it starts pouring down to the street. In roll me Arcana, the ones that passed.
Nat 20.
Okay.
18.
Okay, that's a passer.
22.
Definitely a pass. You feel that the spell has disconnected, but you don't know why. You don't know if the hag desummoned it or something. You guys feel that there was no way the hag could have controlled it. It hit its limit, its hour mark, and the elemental cannot be here in this plane anymore. And it went back to whatever the plane of water is. That's where it went to. As you guys are, the rain is still going down. You guys do see A lot of things. Was the person that kind of catches your eye as the rain still continuing to fall and is going to the next time is Gabe is on top of one of the big bulls, the Ark, and he looks unconscious, but the rabbit's on top of it, and the bull's just moving further down, and he gets to like part of the bottom part of the cliff, since you guys were top of a 60 foot top of a mountain going downward, and he's just there. Or you see Jabal walking out. He looks unscathed, like he's not hurt. You actually see that part of his shoulder, like the cloth here, is catching on fire, and he's like trying to calm this person down. You quickly go and just pat it off, and it's from your lesson that not the lesson, sorry. What you see, Kyle, is maybe like an hour and 30 minutes passed by since the beginning of the whole incident. When you look up, the city looks completely destroyed, decimated.
Is there a cart standing by any chance?
You do see one kid run, happy, and then you hear laughter and like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 90 kids just start running from the opposite side of like the exit. It looks like they're coming around the mountain, and they're just playing. And you see that you don't see the old lady that was with them, but you do see that young dwarf woman and the other helper, just like they have a face of like, holy shit, this just happened. But the kids
don't get shit. Kids are kids.
Well,
Yep.
From what you can tell is, it doesn't look like they know what happened.
Like they weren't.
They're not wet.
Town.
Nothing. It looks like nothing happened to them.
It's like they went out of town or something like that.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Ariell, you, on the other hand, get a slight different interaction. As this lady runs up to you, throws a necklace at you, says, "You fuck! Give me back my money!" And you catch the necklace, and it's that gold necklace that you found at the in the Hill Giants area. The Hill Giants area. And when you look at it, you can tell it's that necklace with that red jewel in it, but the jewel is no longer there, and it's now an eyeball looking at you.
What the?
What?
What the?
I heard eyeball what?
Yeah, you sold me an illusion. Now my town is destroyed. And then she starts breaking down. Like, I don't even care anymore.
Where's the wizard? Is he still around us?
Yeah, we'll say he's around.
No, you can give it to me. I can identify. Hold on, 1 hour.
So when I saw Gabe, can I see about getting him some attention, because he looks kind of fucking bad.
You go to him. He's out, but the rabbit's there.
Hey, you wanna?
When you approach, the rabbit kind of stands up and then lowers itself back down, and then kind of hops over towards
yelling for a healer. Anyone?
Yeah, if Oria's gonna approach too, just kind of look Gabe over. By any chance, does he need spare today?
You don't sense that he is gone.
Okay, well, she's going to look around at a lot of people in the city, in the area, and if she sees anybody falling, if at all, she will try to use. Spare the dying as much as she possibly can, since it is a cantrip.
So,
good old cantrips.
I have the same thing, so I'll do the same thing as well.
Oh yeah, well I have a mending cantrip. I can fix stuff.
I believe they have to be. What is the limitation?
I think
You haven't saved.
they have to be at like 0 HP. It has to be 0 HP.
Okay, so it has to be 0 or 9.
Yeah.
Because most of NPCs, once they reach 0, it's just death.
Dead.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't get dead saving throws like you guys do.
Okay.
So as you guys are trying to look for that small little sliver of life, that string, you just don't find any. You as you're hailing for a healer, you see that slightly robust cleric of Paylor,
Oh, my favorite guy.
completely soaked, exhausted looking. I can help.
That'd be appreciated. You good,
Excuse
man?
me, yeah. Oh, it's been a doozy of a fuck day.
It's been a fucking day, man.
Yeah.
We got a priest to Paylor to say.
Yeah. Don't let the sun see that.
I think old Paylor can blink once.
And he goes over and does the bare minimum of healing spells, and you see Gabe's eyes look like.
Just as longest.
And just goes back
Alright,
to
yeah,
sleep.
Hey, Cal, get some. Oh wait, no, that was in the cart. Never mind.
What's in the cart?
Oh!
What's in the cart? No, that's actually what I want to do. I want to go back up and find our
Roll me an
freaking
investigation.
cart.
Oh no!
I was gonna be like, get some
Sorry,
shit.
perception.
Well, either way, it's not 20.
All right.
Plus 3 if you want. For my perception.
No. It's
No, if you want the plus 3,
Yeah.
I find more stuff.
Dabs.
After you moving around, you kind of climb up to the. It's gonna take you a while. It's gonna take like an hour or so.
Hello, no.
Rooftop to rooftop, just debris. You do see there's this guy who's like roaming through the back of your stuff.
Hey.
And you quick, just drop an arrow. The guy looks at you, fucking bolts it. You find the cart. Bare minimum stuff taken. Mostly food and like some tools. You see that your toolkit was open, but none of it was touched. Like none of your alcohol stuff.
Oh, I thought that was in my inventory.
Oh, but it is then.
Yeah, alchemist.
Are the soaps still there?
Alchemist fire. Alchemist,
They got washed away.
They got washed away.
They're on
What a
suds.
shame.
It's all suds.
So you find the
Why
cart.
is it so soapy over here?
Nothing to pull the cart, but you do find the cart. It is slightly damaged, but functional, and the wagon too.
That's okay, I know mending.
Mending!
You cast your spell and start fixing it up, and it looks brand new after a while. So Ariell, you.
Well,
have
I
a
guess I can
necklace
push
with an
this
eyeball
myself.
on it.
Yeah, I want to ask the wizard what the fuck this thing is.
Knowing our city, knowing everything that's here, I have to think that this is an eye from a hag. Did you talk to anyone that was green-skinned? And then you see that he's casting a spell on him, and you see whatever he casted on him. You see just like an emblem, like an arcanic writing in the air, and it disappears. He's still there. Someone is watching you.
I'm going to set that down and I'm going to squish it with my boot.
Alright. Roll me a strength.
Well, someone's screaming.
That's going to be a 11.
11.
Have you ever like tried like squishing something like sticky and it just goes pop out? Oh god, ew.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
Okay, great.
I think.
We get water beads at school.
I actually don't think.
Is it an artifact? Like a relic?
Oh,
I think so.
It can't be destroyed then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
well, if it doesn't get destroyed, I'm just going to walk over to the nearest sewer, look at the eyeball and say, have fun inspecting this, and drop it into the sewer.
That's actually a very, very brilliant idea.
Oh, I thank you.
As you
Wipe it up
hit
your
it,
butt first.
nothing but the eye's still there, still watery, mushy eyeball, and then you just go to the nearest sewer you can.
Hey, inspect this.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because I was saying, hey, inspect this. Throw it in the sewer.
from the door. Anything you've been doing for the past, as long as you've had that golden necklace, whatever was watching you saw it, heard it, everything. Right at that city to build. And then he just stopped stepping upwards against the crowd. And he starts going towards the city.
Well, I'll let him go. Honestly, I have nothing else to say. Except, fuck.
Well, I guess I'm kind of going down now.
Hey,
It's like, hey, I need a horse.
As you're moving around, you do see one person on a very, very tiny cart. Super small cart. It looks...
Oh, is this...
Yes!
It looks...
Yes!
Oh no, I'm alone!
Yes!
Oh no, I'm alone!
Oh no.
It looks... Also, the cart, the first thing you notice, is being pulled by a very, very big, way too big for the cart that it's pulling, white unicorn.
Oh, brilliant.
That's just...
Hey, how much
Because of course he would be okay.
Of course
Love
he would.
him.
Of course he would have a
Love
unicorn.
him.
He had a potion of some
What
water
you
breathing.
doing
He's
there?
fine.
Do you need help? I can help you.
There's always a price for you.
Yes, the price is take me to my husband.
Who exactly?
You know, the one that... what's his name? The one with the, you know...
Oh, my friend? My
Yeah,
friend
that
West?
one.
Oh, well, that's where I'm trying to go anyway, because I need
As...
a horse
Sounds like my
to
ears
pull
are
my
burning.
cart.
Okay, cool. As he undoes the unicorn, wraps it on your cart, and then he tries his best to push his cart and attach it to the end of the other cart. And then
Can we just, like, when we get to the gate, can we just take off with the unicorn?
he gets on
You want to piss
you,
off T the
and
wise?
then,
You want to
sits
say
right next
all
to you,
powerful.
very, very, very uncomfortably close to you. I'm going on vacation. And then commands the unicorn, and they start going down. After you guys take a break, short break or not, you see a very
Very
prancing, like
Majestic.
too much for the walk. Like,
This is a show pony.
oh yeah,
Pony
it's a show
show like
pony.
that.
Very beautiful braided beard, huge horn that has some glitter on it, pure white.
Oh shit!
As
There's these
it's,
very specific horses in Puerto Rico that do this walk. I'll show you later, but it's
yeah.
a very specific walk, and that's all I see in my head.
that's
No,
yeah.
I
my
think I
uncle
know
trains
what you're.
horses, so
I think
that's what I'm.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's just
Like yeah, it's doing that, and it's moving. It's moving its legs in a very rhythmic pattern for show, not for speed or movement. As it goes down towards where you guys are, towards where the horse is, he undoes the reins of it, reattaches to his very tiny cart. And like, I'm going to go see my brother. I feed you farewell.
Oh, I was
Two
gonna.
of you.
No, there's only one of me.
Well, when
And then,
I thought we would get, because I was gonna say when we go down, but like I present to you your husband.
Sorry,
He
what
didn't
was
help
it?
He didn't help me, so.
Yeah. As
Just sitting there picking my nose when he
As-
says that. What?
he's like majestic.
Oh
As
hey.
he flips his mustache.
Oh, good to see you're doing all right.
Yes. I feed you very exquisite people or farewell. I am taking off. If you need tea, you know where to find me. And he goes over to you and gives you a rock.
Cool.
It has carved in there, call me.
Okay.
As he starts exiting and going off into a different direction for where you guys know that you need to go. You see that on the back of the cart, as the horse is galloping, like the cart keeps moving because it's tiny compared to what it should be. Looks like a kid's wagon almost. The part where like the window would be, the blinds keep going up and up and up, and eventually it breaks, and you see on the wall, as the sun's hitting it, like the poster being reflected, this you see backwards, a very detailed picture of West. Naked.
Oria, I'm
Like,
so glad I'm gonna have that image ingrained in my memories.
That's not accurate at all.
They was like,
You
hey,
mean
I
it
thought
this
you.
big?
They say, hey, I thought there was 12. Why is there 11?
Anyway, hey, what does this say?
Call me.
Call you what?
Oh my god.
Oria's going over. I'm assuming those children are still running around.
Yeah, the kids are playing around, and a lot of them start asking questions and just now understanding what happened.
Hey, Cal, you want a cool rock?
From him, no.
It's a cool
Like
rock.
Well, I
unharmed,
grabbed it.
not
I was
even
like,
wet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna ask about, I can never remember her name, the old lady.
Oh.
I was gonna explain to you what it was.
Myrtle.
Yeah.
It says Coleton.
Well, she didn't show up for work, and we were told to go down the stairs, and when we kept going down, we just kept going down,
I don't know.
down,
Booty
down,
call.
and down, and down, and now we're
I don't know
here.
what that means.
Why is everyone outside? Why is that man crying?
Oria's gonna relate to them the situation that basically just went down.
See, a lot of them aren't really taking it in, but
Well, not to the children, I guess to the
The adults?
Yeah, to the adults, yes.
The person that like she was second in charge. She said, the green one told us to leave or we would die, and we took the path and just kept walking down the mountains, and I kept hearing things shake. But as long as the kids were safe, I just kept doing what she wanted to. And now we're here. What happened? And then you relay the information that she tells you that they just apparently underneath the orphanage was a door that they just went inside the mountain and came out the other side. It was just a stairs just going down, no path, no end, no nothing. Well, and being the outside of the mountain, like one direction.
Where's the old lady?
Myrtle, yeah, that's what Oria was asking about.
I don't know. She just told us to leave, and then that green lady threatened us like minutes after she left. We don't know where she's at.
The Myrtle is the green lady.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured after.
Yeah,
She mentioned the whole thing about how the children weren't harmed, and then
And
seeing the kids
And
that they
the
were
teeth.
fine.
T.
Yeah.
That's a giveaway to me. Huh. Spooky.
So, with the time being the time.
Either way, she's gone now.
Oh, we
Nothing we can
can't
do
go
about
over a
it.
little bit since we started over. Sorry.
As you guys help the town out as best you can, get your supplies. Eventually, Gabe will wake up and also try to assist the town. You have a
What a
destination ahead of you guys. There is half the town is staying outside of it, half the town's going back to help out. Were you gonna say anything?
Oria's gonna look over to West and thank him.
You're welcome. If there's anyone that's going to be doing anything stupid around here, it's me.
And me.
Accurate. Accurate.
Rain eventually stops. There's a warm breeze that comes through.
Are we leaving immediately?
It's up to
Basically
you guys.
asking the party.
It's up to you guys.
Are we gonna leave immediately, or do you want to help out the town for a little bit, or do you want to go to?
I think
That
it's
your home
best that we
or
get out of here as quickly as we can.
We've brought enough trouble to this town.
More importantly, let's get you home.
Okay.
And we're off.
Alright. You guys know which city you need to head to before you have enough supplies to get you there. And then you get to restock on supplies and start heading towards that forest. Alright, so that's where we're going to pick up next game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Woof!
Emotions, guys.
Wow!
We didn't die!
That was a lot!
We didn't die! That's
Holy
the most
fuck.
important thing.
Yeah, emotions are.
Even
Nobody
though
drowned.
I faced it all on my own.
God.
Nobody drowned.
The second
Yeah.
there.
Even
Ariell.
Gabe survived.
Gabe
Gabe
lived.
survived.
Gabe
Yes.
At 5 HP.
Holy shit.
He had 5 HP left, and he would have failed. He would have taken another 66 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Oh, and that round he starts suffocating. Auto suffocation. So, thank you guys for watching. Video will be edited, put on YouTube/DreamProductionFilm. I'm trying to put it on Thursday so you guys could watch it Thursday and then watch the next game just in case you missed it. So yeah.
It is lucky.
It is lucky.
Special thanks to the luxurious nerd on Etsy for this.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Oh yeah, subscribe it because we're affiliated.
Yeah.
Yes, do
right.
that.
Please.
Do the thing.
And if
You
you
love
want,
us
we will
already.
be at South by Southwest.
We will be at South
Yes.
by.
Except for me, because I'm a broke college student.
And
Stop
on
being
Sunday,
broke.
I'm going to the Houston Rodeo.
You gonna go them Rodos?
What?
Rodos.
The Rodotos.
The Rodos.
Gonna go see Panic
I'll
at
be-
the disco.
I'll be at work, so.
Yeah.
Aw.
That'll be a thing. Alright guys. Thanks so
Breaking
much.
your honor.
Bye.